What's up, Gila golfers? Welcome back to season 2, episode 1 of the Sweet Spot. We've missed you guys the whole season, and we hope you guys are ready for season 1 called Sustainability.
Episode 1, yes. And
Episode
what about
1.
our new set? Do you guys like it? It's very red.
It is. We've just done up our studios for season 2.
Yep.
Right? And we dragged up in the latest Adidas. I like it. A partner looking stylish.
Yeah, we'd like to welcome Adidas Golf on board as partner.
For this episode?
Yeah, as you can see, like Sean said, you are decked out in the latest apparel from Adidas, made with recycled material, but it feels great, man.
It does. It does. What's the best part about this material? They feel stretchable. They make you look good and comfortable when you sit down.
Like, stretchable is very important for golf.
Yes, especially when you're aligning. That's right. I like it. I'm going to say thank you to Adidas.
Yep. And the best thing about this kind of apparel, you can wear it box as well.
It is.
Yep.
Comfortable enough for you to walk
for
around.
a few drinks, right?
You can blend in. So it's not a golfer's attire anymore.
Correct.
It's become a lifestyle range. And this is the latest prime green range.
Yep.
From Adidas Golf.
Recycle.
Recycle is key word, right? So what else do we have on the show, Jono?
Yeah, we look at what's been happening over the last few weeks. The big news is the Ryder Cup.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I call it the massacre at Whistler Straits. I'm a bigger supporter of Team Europe, always rooting for Team because of, historically, being a former colony, we have these ties to Europe.
We do.
Well done, Team USA, with likes of Bryce and the Bomber.
He smashed it again.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a massacre, but some positives for Team Europe to take from it. Sergio Garcia played well.
He did.
All-time record for most points by European. John Ram, world number 1, played well.
Yep.
So lots to build on, and we'll see the next Ryder Cup if they can come and get the cup back. And the other big news was the Saudi International, which recently announced it will be sanctioned by the Asian Tour, landmark 10-year deal.
Wow, well, the Asian Tour.
So that's going to be big news for golf in this part of the world. And Asian Tour is going to announce, we expect the Asian Tour to announce its season soon. You know how they're going to end the 2020-21 season, which has been kind of, curtailed by the 19 pandemic.
That's right.
And what's going to happen in 2022. It's going to be interesting, good for golf. Very different scenario next year with Europe not being involved in Asia as much as before, and Asian Tour going on its own. And another news closer to home, the Malaysia's golfing sisters, Nur Aisyah and Nur Azrina Alisa, will be playing the Korean-won 1.5 billion Hana Financial Group Championship in Korea. So they've been invited as part of the group's efforts to promote golf among ladies, especially promising young lady golfers like our two starlets over here. We wish them well. Hopefully, they get a lot of experience. Doesn't matter. Scores are important. Most important, what they take back from the experience.
That's right. Exposure like this doesn't come every day.
Correct.
And we wish them best and well.
And on another note, also local, Malaysia's Alia Abdul Ghani, our former top amateur, after completing her college career with the University of Southern California, she turned pro and made her first LP start in the Cambia Portland Classic. Recently, she missed the cut, but again, the experience gain will serve her well. Kelly Young played as well. She made a cut. She finished 60th, first tournament after the Olympics. So good to see another girl, another Malaysian on tour. I think us playing in the LPGA qualifying, so hopefully she gets cut and we'll have two girls on the LPGA tour and more to come.
All the best, Alia.
Yeah, and the other big news was that professional golf has resumed in Thailand, because they call it the Phuket Sandbox.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's the All Thailand Golf Tour. They have a few big events at Laguna Phuket, Canyon, interspersed with small PGA of Thailand events. So the players have, a few weeks constant events. And
Okay.
this scoop, our own Galvin Green is going.
You heard it from us.
Yep. Yeah. So we wish Galvin well. Good for him. To play. Galvin's been, very busy. He's been playing in South Africa,
That's right.
the UK, and now he's got an invite to play. So good on you, boy.
All the best, Galvin.
Not too much Tom Yum though.
It's gonna be a messy sandbox if you do.
Okay. Anyway, so Sean, we've got lots of
Yes.
giveaways today.
For this show, since it's brought by Adidas Golf, we have 3 prizes that we're going to give away.
Yep.
Right? And there's 3 questions. And this is part of the Adidas Sustainability Quiz Show.
Yep.
Right? So Adidas is sponsoring an Adidas cap.
Yep.
An Adidas face mask.
Correct.
And an Adidas lunch box.
And the lunch box, so yeah, so you can bring it. It's all in the name of ending plastic waste. So
Correct?
reusable stuff. Instead of tapawing and plastic. Bring the lunch box, put your char kway teow in it, pack a few sandwiches out on the golf course.
That's right.
Perfect.
That's right. So
Yeah.
for this, we have 3 questions.
Yep.
Right? So we're gonna blast out these questions.
And the answers are all in the show, so pay attention, don't go away. 3 questions, 3 winners. Each winner gets all 3.
All 3 items.
Correct.
And we have this golf bag
Yep.
to give away.
Isn't she a beauty?
But this bag, there's only one. So only one main winner gets this bag.
Okay, we'll explain to you how you win this bag later on. This contest is going to stretch until Friday.
That's right.
Yep. So we'll explain later on, but keep an eye out.
So what we need you guys to do, like we did the last season, was pay attention to the end of the show. All the answers you need are in this show.
Yep.
So stay tuned. All the 3 beautiful prizes earlier and this grand prize are all up for grabs, just for you guys, our loyal fans. Now, without further ado, boys and girls, let's bring in our guest for today. Jono, who do we have, Jono?
We have my old friend, old in terms of I've known a long time, no connotation on age or anything. David Townen, who's one of the most respected figures in the regional golf industry and is now the chief executive of the Asian Golf Industry Federation. Hey, David.
Hi, David. Welcome to the show.
G'day, boys. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear, loud and clear.
Oh, great. Thanks, John, for the intro and the old part. Yes, we go back a long way. We were talking about that earlier. What was it? 1996. We met
Correct,
in Tawau, Sabah, Malaysia.
Shanshui Golf and Club when they had the Asian Tour event, Sabah Masters, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry, say again.
Sabah Masters, right? 1996.
Yes, the Sabah Masters. Yeah, back when it was an Asian Tour event. Unfortunately, that was the last year of the event. It came back a couple of years later over in KK, but it didn't survive, unfortunately. Let's fingers crossed with what you mentioned before about the Asian Tour and its new boost and injection that maybe we can see that event resurface again, because I personally think it was one of the best on the Asian Tour.
Yeah, it was. It was at Sutra Harbour after that, right? A couple of years later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So anyway, been in the golf industry for 30 years now.
Yeah, a bit longer. I started picking up golf balls on a driving range at about 12 or 13. So it's probably closer to 40 years now.
Wow. So you started when you were like
5?
5? Only 45 now.
Thank you.
And so you were in Tawau, you went to China, Sheshan, for quite some time. In the mines in KL, Bangkok, Amata Spring, you were with Troon Golf, the Els Club, and now the AGIF. What a journey. I mean, what stands out,
Well, you missed out some along the way. There were some other amazing destinations and jobs that I've had. I've been very fortunate. Yeah, I've been very fortunate. Let's say that I've had the opportunity to be involved with a lot of great projects. They've either been startup from design and construction, or they've also been, going in there when the club's been already operating. I think, the key thing along the way, along the journey that I've had, because I've always been a traveler. I love going and visiting new countries, and are you there? Are you hearing me?
Yes, we're here.
Okay, all right. The screen changed on my end. Sorry.
Yeah, because you
But
look so good, we decided to give you the whole screen.
I've met so many amazing people along the way. It's been great to learn so many different cultures, pick up languages, enjoy all the different foods. But I think one of the most satisfying things that over that time has been the fact that, the Saba Masters was really my first foray into managing a golf tournament. But then from there, I went on and hosted so many wonderful tournaments at all the facilities that I managed. Right up to creating the HSBC champions in Shanghai. So, yeah, some great times, some great memories.
Okay. So recently you took over the portfolio of chief executive of the AGIF. You've been a board member for some time. So maybe perhaps tell us a bit about the AGIF. I know it was formed in 2010 and your plans for the federation moving forward.
Thanks. I joined the board a couple of years ago and was voted on as the vice president. The Asian Golf Industry Federation, as you mentioned, was formed in 2010, and it was an industry body for those involved in the golf industry throughout Asia. We actually created it initially up in China, and one of the reasons was that we were seeing a lot of counterfeit product that was coming to market. There was a lot of knockoffs and things like that. And a lot of the people that were attending the golf shows were really disappointed. So when we got together one evening and had a bit of a chat about it, everyone said, well, why don't we form a group? Why don't we, amongst us all with industry, let's not compete against each other like we do in our normal daily lives. Let's join hands together and let's see what we can do. And so the AGIF is a not-for-profit organization. It's based in Singapore. It's been running, as you said, for 10 years now. First 5 years was really about focusing on that, the counterfeiting of products and the like. The second 5 years, we really moved into education. And that's really the forefront of what the AGIF does now, is that we specialize in bringing world-class education to Asia, to the grassroots level of the golf industry. So we have both education platforms in turf management as well as in club management. We've got wonderful partnerships with the R&A on the turf side, and we partner up with New Zealand Sports Turf Institute to deliver the curriculum, which has been highly successful. And on the club management side, we partnered up with the CMAA, the Club Management Association of America. And again, this is we take the BMI courses, which they have, and we operate them in different locations around Asia. Unfortunately, COVID put a bit of a pause on everything for us at this time.
Yeah. But moving forward, we're on the topic of COVID. I think right now, the sustainability issue of the golf industry is a big thing, financial, environmental. And I noticed from your website, it's now a big focus of the AG as well. So perhaps you could tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, you flashed up sustainability there just before. I think that's really at the heart of the AGIF. We understand as a board and as a membership organization, our role is to try and make sure that everybody strives towards making the environment a better place. So sustainability becomes very much an issue for us. Our relationships that we have with the R&A and the Geo Foundation and many other organizations which are focused specifically on environmental management are important to us. The financial one is an interesting one, the financial sustainability, because COVID has really seen a tale of two coins, two sides of the coin. You've got countries like Malaysia, where we are right now, which obviously has been heavily impacted by COVID with the course closures. And then you've got countries like Korea where you've got over 1 million golfers and they haven't been able to travel. And golf courses, 18-hole courses, are doing 100,000 rounds of golf a year. So it's a different if you look at around the globe.
Okay. So
Yeah, David, hold on thought, David. There's another company that's putting a lot of emphasis on sustainability, which is Adidas Golf, right? And by 2024, they plan to have 100% of their products made from recycled material.
That's amazing, right? I mean,
This is awesome. We have member facilities, golf clubs who are members of the AJF, who are really leading the way in the global environmental side of things. We have Sentosa Golf Club in Singapore that's winning awards as part of the United Nations Sports for Climate Change. We've got Laguna Langco up in Vietnam that just got their gold status for the Earth Check Award. So they've eliminated, all these facilities have completely eliminated single-use plastic. So now that we're starting to see the apparel brands like Adidas dipping their toes into the same business, I think it's great for the sport. I think the more that we see of this, and I'm not sure if Adidas is the first and the only company to be doing this with their clothing. I have seen other brands which have been promoting that their shirts are made of bamboo or something like that. But I think it's fabulous. I think the more of this, the better.
You're right. You're right. And I tell you what, let's listen from the president of Adidas Golf, Mr. Jeff Leinhardt, and also Marvin Hoffman, Adidas Senior Director for Brand Sustainability.
Yeah, find out a bit more.
Yeah, let's find out a bit more on what they are doing for their products.
Cool.
Okay, check it out.
Some of the most iconic courses in our sport are positioned along the coastline. If plastic continues to enter our oceans, it'll affect our entire ecosystem, potentially impacting the beauty of those courses that we love. To borrow our words from our friends at Parlay for the Oceans, if the oceans die, we die. We each have to do our part individually. As we all know, golf is a unique sport, and in 2020 we saw a huge surge in popularity around the world because it's played outdoors and allows for players to keep their distance from each other. So our takeaway is that if we want future generations to have the opportunity to enjoy this great game, we need to protect our planet and end plastic waste so that they'll still have courses to play on. This is our focus area, taking that problem and turning it into high-performance products that golfers can feel good about buying and wearing on the course. That'll work. As we said earlier, there's no area of sport that is immune to the plastic problem. Golf can be a team sport, but it's usually played individually. It will take all of us as individuals to help end plastic waste. So, let us show you how we're doing our part. By 2024, our goal is to use only recycled polyester in every product we make. We're making great strides as a golf category to get there. Of all the polyester we used in our Spring-Summer 21 season, 89% for apparel and 83% for footwear was recycled. For Fall-Winter 21, the season we're heading into now, we're at 89% for apparel and 91% for footwear. It's amazing to see how close we are getting to reaching our important milestone of 100% across the board.
We do believe that it's an industry-leading strategy which explains us and which is the foundation how we create, how we source, and how we design products in a more sustainable way. We try to create products which are partly made out of recycled materials, as for example, recycled polyester or Parlay ocean plastic. The circular loop. And here what we are trying to do is creating products which are made to be worn, then which are made to be sent back to us. They will get shredded, they will be made up again, and then they should be worn again. So here the idea is to give really the products a longer, and the materials obviously, a longer life cycle. To me, the most exciting loop actually, we call that loop the regenerative loop. In the regenerative loop, we try to create products which are partly made of natural fibers or natural materials or regenerative materials.
The world has a problem with pollution, with plastic waste. We need a new solution. It's time to innovate. It starts with the use of recycled materials. Clean it, melt it, and transform it into high-performance golf products for the planet. This polo alone won't end plastic waste, but by creating products using prime green recycled materials, we reduce our use of virgin materials, minimizing our impact on the environment. Join us on our journey to end plastic waste.
Interesting information,
Yes.
Jono, from Jeff and Marvin.
Yeah.
Right, and I love how they just detail everything about regenerative, also looking at the long term of the golf industry.
Yep.
Very
What an
interesting.
amazing strategy. I mean, 2020 all recycled.
Amazing, and just the amount of emphasis they're putting onto that, right, for the long term of planet Earth and the game. Right, let's bring it back, David. I want to have a chat with you, David. Buddy, now tell me, tell everyone now, what can the golf industry from COVID-19? What are the lessons they can pick up from this whole pandemic that's hit us for the last 18 months, right? In terms of the golf industry itself, the golf clubs in particular, that were so heavily dependent on inbound traffic.
Yeah, travel.
So, how would we learn on or what would we improve to sustain ourselves?
Well, as I said earlier, there's obviously a tale of two sides. The golf courses, which just in countries which just blossomed and bloomed, and I think the Adidas guys made comment of it there as well, that golf courses are just loaded up in certain countries because people have understood the value of the game of golf and that it is an outdoor sport and you can separate yourself from people. And so when you have something like a pandemic come along, golf course is a pretty good place to be, rather than being in a shopping center or an office building. So, the golf courses, which are obviously being a little bit more reliant or are reliant on tourism and travel and, destination golf courses, it's a tough one for them. Because destination golf as it is already a difficult nut to crack, in the sense that typically you need to have a minimum of 3 golf courses in a cluster area to make a destination work successfully. Yeah. If you just put one singular golf course, like where we've just seen the Ryder Cup play, when they put one golf course there, it doesn't do so well. But as soon as they build the second and then the third, then all of a sudden you just have this compounding growth of golfers arriving at the facility. So that's one of the challenges. So, I would always look at facilities that are destination bound and they want to put golf, but there's nothing else around them. I would try to encourage those sort of facilities to look at maybe making golf fun, not make it family friendly and fun. So, a 9-hole par 3 golf course, some mini putt golf, a short 9-hole golf.
Golf or something. Yeah.
Sorry, John?
Foot golf, like at the House Club in Datai.
Absolutely. Yep. We did that up at Datai as when we opened up the Els Club there as well, because it was the same thing. 99 East was only 9 holes at the time, and we only had Gunung Raya was the only other course. So you got to look at that. I think the other thing to look at for any golf club that's gone through this challenge is that don't look at your golf club as just being a golf club by itself. The golf course is for the golfers. Right, so let them arrive, let them register in and go out there and enjoy their game of golf and use the locker room facilities. But the rest of the clubhouse and amenities, try to find a way to make it more of a community facility. I look at some of the shops which I see typically when I drive down the street or I'm entering towards a golf course, and I'll see, obviously there's multiple different restaurants, but you've got hairdressers and you've even got postal services and things like that. And I always believe that golf clubs have got a lot of area which is underutilized in their clubhouse facilities. And if they started to look and throw a blanket of, say, a 5-kilometer radius around the golf course, maybe a 10-kilometer radius, and they just said, we're going to invest all of our time and effort into surveying the people in that radius to find out what would they, have they visited the club before? And I think you're going to find that the percentage of people would be very, very low, because there's a stigma about golf course, and they think it's private and they think I can't go there. Yeah. Whereas in reality, most of the clubs actually say, if you walk in there, they say, oh no, we welcome visitors. visitors can come
restaurants
and use the facilities. But the question is does everybody know that? And secondly, do they feel welcome when they arrive at the club? So I think those are the elements that really everyone needs to focus on.
Oh, it's interesting, David, because you just touched on a question that I was going to ask you about. How would golf courses attract? So you've seen an influx of old golfers, new golfers, at the driving ranges, at the golf clubs, and what would the golf clubs do to keep them coming back and also expanding, building on that whole thing? So what you highlighted earlier was activities, different kind of activities, stuff like that. That will keep it not only just for the golfers, also new golfers, family orientated, right? You've also talked about a part where golf clubs may look too imposing to people on the outside, right? May look exclusive, right? Because of the shape, the design. So what do you do? What would golf clubs need to do to revisit this whole area, right?
Reinvent themselves, make it less intimidating to the man.
Yeah, look, this conversation
is income for the golf club, right? So even if they're not coming to golf, they can come for food.
Absolutely. And this is a conversation that I'm sure we could drag on for hours and hours. We'll do that after the show. Yes. I think that obviously right now we're looking at how we grow the game of golf. We know that we're putting a focus towards junior golf. We are putting a bigger focus now on women getting into golf. The lead into your show was great because it was probably more focused towards women than it was towards men. And that's one of the things which the RNA created a number of years ago was the Women in Golf Charter, which the AGIF has just recently become a member of. We've added women to our board members as well. So we're doing everything in our power to try and help promote women in golf because they're a huge sector that really right now is a minority. So if we get the kids and the women and then we make the clubs more fun, I think that there's a couple of other elements that I would like to see. Golf courses have a lot of what we call unused inventory, which is tee times. They just, there's all these tee times. And in particular, there's a tee times at the end of the day where they're not utilized that much. And I don't think that we promote 9-hole golf enough. I don't think we promote 3-hole golf or 6-hole golf enough. I think that there's a wonderful opportunity. Yeah, at 5 o'clock to go out and play 3 holes or 6 holes with your son or your daughter or your husband, the husband and wife, grandparents. Just getting out there. I would like to see more. I would like to see the old half sets of golf clubs come back. What we grew up with when we started the game. We had one wood, a little pencil bag, and one wood and a 5-iron and a 9-iron and a putter. Or a 5-7-9 and a putter or something like that, because definitely that also helps teach you a lot of skills about golf, because the full set obviously gives you the gaps between the distances, but the half set makes you learn how to adjust your distance controlling and open the face a little bit, close the face a little bit. So and I think the other thing is that we need golf professionals engaged in the golf clubhouses more than they are. Golf professionals are really, a lot of times, in my opinion, pushed to the driving range. If that, he's just a teaching pro. He's just a pro. Let him there. But I think you got to, golf club. These guys know the game better than anybody else. They play the game better than anybody else. So management should try to bring them more to the forefront of what they do in the club operations. Encourage them, financially support them to go out to the local schools in the areas around where their golf courses are, and offer free education after school as an extracurricular activity for the students. I think there's a wonderful array of things which we can be doing, and we might get onto it a little bit later on, but I was having a great chat the other day with one of our members, which is the Golf Saudi group, and probably everyone listening has heard that Saudi is really going through a big boom of not just golf, but all different sports, from F1 and boxing and many others. But they're building a bunch of golf courses. But their goal by 2030 is that they're going to have one of the biggest populations of golfers in the world, because they're making it part of the schooling program. And then all of the shopping malls that they're building are going to have golf entertainment facilities attached with them and that. So it's just going to be available for everybody. And they're not building just private golf courses or high-end resort golf courses. They're building public golf courses and making it accessible to everybody.
Yeah, that leads me to the next question. You grew up in Australia in the Gold Coast, right? There, Brisbane.
I grew up in Sydney, but yeah.
So I mean, the municipal golf course model in Australia. I mean, that's one of the reasons why there are so many good golfers. Because you grow up, you just take a short walk to your neighborhood uni course, sling your bag, couple of clubs, pay maybe 5 Aussie, and off you go. Do you think that model can work in Asia?
I think it can work anywhere, to be honest with you, John. I think, municipal courses exist in every country. I mean, here in Malaysia, the government owns golf courses. The states own golf courses as well. But it takes a movement to be able to make that message be heard loud and clear. Because as I said, I think that the biggest challenge that we face with the golf industry is the misconception of it being exclusively private, and that you have to have lots of money to participate in it. And I think there's a lot of elements that we can do to overcome that. So can we just walk on? Yes. When I grew up, you're right. I mean, there was an honesty box at the clubhouse, or if you could call it a clubhouse at most of the golf courses. You walk there
good.
And you put your $5 in.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and that just, that was part of the game has always been based around integrity. That's the number one element of being a golfer, first and foremost. So going there and putting your $5 in the honor box, and then going out and teeing off, and if you were slow or whatever, the guys behind would give a holler, and you'd step off to the side, and they'd play through, and it was the good days. And I think that there's still the potential that can still exist more and more. We just need to, and one of the things which I'd like us to be doing at the HIF as we continue on our journey of growth, because we're only a very young organization. We're only 10 years young. So we're continuing to plan our roadmap as we move forwards. But I think advocacy is one of the biggest things that an industry organization can do. Advocacy in the sense of basically taking the information that exists globally, benchmarking, getting the information that's happening within each of the countries, and then providing the supporting documents and information that a golf association, Malaysian Golf Association, or the Ladies Golf Association requires when they need to go and speak to government about getting grants, about getting support, about
reopening golf. Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
David, that's interesting, David. And we have a question from one of our ardent fans, Mr. Ken Kudo, on how would golf clubs reduce their carbon footprint. But we want you to think about it, right? We're going to go for a quick break, and we're going to have a quick video on how Jeff Leinhart speaks to the reigning Olympic champion, Xander, right? And when we come back, if you can have a quick answer for Ken Kudo on how would golf clubs reduce their carbon footprint, we will come back to you. Right? Stay tuned, David. Don't go away.
I'll stay here.
But first, can you tell us why it's so important to you for us to tackle this issue of ending plastic waste?
I think this is an issue that we all have to address individually. We're also in a unique position as a sport because of where our field of play is. We play outdoors and in the environment, and we should be doing our part to protect these areas.
So what do you do to help lower your environmental impact?
Personally, I just think about the waste I may be contributing to make adjustments where I can. One example is the coffee shop I go to here in San Diego. They use all glass, and they encourage us to come back and use the same glass. We just return it, and by doing that, I feel like we keep our individual waste down, and I feel like it's a great idea because it makes me feel like I'm making a difference.
So what are the main changes you've seen in golf apparel over the years?
I think today golf apparel is so versatile and honestly just cooler than in past years. 30, 40 years ago, the looks were mostly the same and not a lot of variety. And if you fast forward to today, I'm just grateful for our partnership because there's so many products that are extremely technical but cool to wear both on and off the golf course.
So we've talked many times about our initiatives as a brand when it comes to creating these products, and you're wearing some of them today. Have you noticed any difference in performance?
You guys always push yourselves each and every season, and I'm honestly amazed at how the team is able to do what they do. And I didn't even know the product I'm wearing now is made with recycled materials until you told me. That's kind of how good it feels, and I think that's what makes what Adidas is doing so special. Making products that are not only more sustainable, but they don't lose any of the performance of what we as golfers would expect.
There you have it, guys. In chit chat between Xander and Jeff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Olympic champion.
Our reigning Olympic champion. Let's bring David on. David. Today. Hi, David.
I'm here.
Let's tackle those questions.
Yeah, let's
All
take
right.
a question. Quick one. You got 30 seconds. Quick answer.
Okay. Ken, great to see you first, mate. Even though we're just chatting here, it was good chatting with you last week. Simply put, I think Xander nailed it on the head. Is that the single-use plastic is the biggest issue that we've got.
Yep.
So the golf courses have just got to really quickly go in there and say to the golfers, we're not having plastic bags in the locker room. We're not having bin liners out on the golf course. Bring your own flask with you. Bring your own thing. You want your cup of coffees or whatever to take away, we'll fill them up for you. I think that's really the key thing. The next thing is your waste that's coming out of the clubhouse, everything out of the kitchen. If you go out the back of a golf club, you will see the rubbish bins are full of bags of wet and dry waste. All of that can be composted. So, and it's not difficult to be able to do these things. It takes a bit of time and, to get to manage it. But you're going to find that you guys on your maintenance team already have the skill set to be able to do this. They've got the area normally, which is somewhere down near the maintenance building where all of that waste can be taken. It can be digested. And then, once it breaks down, then it can be used for fertilizers. That can be the fertilizers that you use in all your gardens around the clubhouse and all that. It's amazing stuff. So, yeah, I think those are the two main things: is look at your waste that you've got coming out of your club, and then try to make sure that none of that gets sent in plastic bags and taken off by garbage bins, garbage trucks away from the facility. Find a way to compost it there at the facility and get rid of all your single-use plastic.
Correct. And plastic waste.
Interesting.
Gavin Green in the house.
Hey!
Oh, David.
Where is
Gavin
he?
in the Albert Dunhill links this week, I think.
He is.
Yeah. So,
All the best, Gav.
good luck, Gav.
Thanks for dropping by, buddy. Now, for all of those, especially since we got Ambassador Adidas on show, with 3 questions for the prizes that we highlighted earlier: the cap, the lunchbox, and the face mask. So, question number 1, Jono.
I've been saying this the whole show, so if you don't know this, then But what is the slogan for Adidas Sustainability campaign? What is the slogan for a sustainability campaign? Question 2.
Question 2.
By what year does Adidas intend to use only recycled material in all their products? By what year? Okay. The last question. Answer's not out yet. You have to keep watching the show to find out the answer to the last question. The Adidas ZG21 motion shoe has a textile mesh upper made with a minimum of how many percent recycled materials? Textile mesh upper of the Adidas ZG21 motion shoe is made of a certain percentage of recycled materials. What is that percentage? Okay, so what do they need to do?
All you guys have to do is post answers in one comment.
3 answers.
3 answers, 1 comment, end of the show. Hashtag end plastic waste.
Yep.
All right, the hashtag is end plastic waste. 1 comment, 3 answers,
Yep.
and the first 3 correct answers
Well,
get those 3 sets of
Correct.
3 items. 3.
Adidas. Yep. We got another question from Sudip. David, what's your favorite golf course play in Malaysia?
This one gets you in trouble when you say which is your favorite golf course, because I will be I'm biased in the sense, but
Okay.
my favorite golf course in Malaysia, without a doubt, was from the day one, and I'd say still is today, is Shansui Golf and Country Club in Tawau Sabah. You know, when you're looking at Mother Nature, and one of the things which we've been talking about was sustainability, what an amazing property. Not only it had over 90 meters of elevation change throughout the golf course, incredible ravine carries, you know, 200-yard ravine carries on a couple of holes, crocodiles, wires. For you, you know, wires sitting in the stream behind the greens. You went through a cocoa plantation, an oil palm plantation, a rubber tree plantation. It just was, I mean, the elements
and
that
those wild crocodiles in the stream, like on that par 3. They were actually wild crocodiles. There were actually wild crocodiles on the golf course. In
Absolutely.
One of the ponds.
It's a par 4 down the hill. The nines got flipped over from what they were originally designed as. It used to be hole number 13, I think it was, down the hill. But yeah, it got changed over and became hole number 4 later on.
Yeah, great golf course. Hopefully, you know, maybe you'll see an Asian Tour event. Go back to Sabah, Shanshui.
Well, they've got the international airport there now, so that was always one of the challenges. So.
All right, so now we're gonna take a break.
Yes, we just check out the latest from Adidas Golf. Right?
Yep.
They only gave us the stylish digs that we're wearing now, but we've also got the latest ZG21 motion golf shoes as well. And these are also made from recycled material. We tested them last week. We're just going to give you guys a quick break. David, still.
Yeah. Don't go away. And yo, ZG21 motion.
What's up, Gila Golfers? Welcome back to season 2. John P. SP here with you, and the latest from Adidas Golf, fresh out of the oven. What do we have, Jono?
Yes, what we have here is the new Adidas ZG21 Motion Recycled Polyester Golf Shoes, which are not only stylish, but also super comfortable, and they perform like a dream. And you know what, Sean?
Tell me.
It's not just us who have the shoes.
Okay.
You know, those guys, what's his name? Dustin Johnson, Colin Morikawa.
They're using this?
They're using it as well.
So we're up there in the superstar standards. Jono, these shoes were designed with a lot of focus on offering high-performance spiked footwear, right, which are light and also zero compromise. For all you golfers out there, and to prove their commitment to sustainability, Adidas aims to only use recycled polyester in all its products, wherever possible by 2024, right? With the ZG21 motion shoes being a big step towards that direction. Well done, Adidas.
Yep. So these shoes were built with recycled materials in part, but yet still deliver the performance that golfers demand.
That's right.
Score well and win money on the course.
Money, money, money!
Okay, so as you can see, Adidas did not fail to impress by crafting the ZG21 Motion Golf Shoe with a minimum of 50% recycled materials in the upper to further their mission to end plastic waste.
Well done, well done.
This just shows you how Adidas is setting the standard for environmentally conscious design in sports.
Alright, Jono, give us more details on the technical aspects put into this shoe.
Yes, a lot of technology has gone into the shoe. We'll start with the upper. This is known as a technical mesh upper, which is, as we said earlier, made from recycled polyester, but no compromise on performance. It's engineered to provide comfort, stability, and protection.
Oh, nice, nice. And when you talk about the elements, for golfers in climates like Malaysia, this shoe is 100% waterproof, so you do not have to worry about your shoes or your socks getting soaked in the rain, right? All you have to concentrate on is the golf game that you have.
Right, and to help you perform even better, the ThinTech TPU outsole has 6 spikes, which provide stability and grip with superb traction on the golf scene.
With the traction, it also comes with a lot of emphasis on cushion comfort. So it gives your feet enough support and the luxury through the energy boost return that's brought in from this small insert right down, and it gives you the light strike hybrid midsole feel.
Yep.
There you have it, guys. We just explained to you the technology and thought process put into these ZG21 motion recycled polyester beauties from Adidas Golf. they have two models, this and the BOA, that comes with a unique feature, right? All this to make sure that they give you the latest game changer footwear in the golf course, right? Head down to Adidas Golf, get your pairs right now. And for any other updates, log on to our social media on Gila Golfers. Other than that, we're going to check it out.
Yep, let's head to the range.
Let's go, Joro. See you soon.
Great shoes, David. And as you can see, my swing hasn't changed much.
I was looking at you using all of that balance on the shoes.
Luckily they had traction, buddy. Luckily they had traction.
Yeah. By the way, did you know that one of your partners, one of your facility members, Permai, has actually partnered with Adidas to So I mean, to see golf clubs working with a brand, in a one goal to end plastic waste. And if you go to Permai now, no more mineral water bottles. They have water station, where you fill your water bottle. And we actually played there. I played there. I think it was before the lockdown with a very hot chick, celebrity golfer, Natalia Ng. Not so hot guy, Chong Chi Ming, but a guy, president of the PGA of Malaysia, and a very hot guy, Tang Meng Lu of Permai. And we did a little video, so this is going to be fun. Have a look. Pretty cool, right?
That girl's got game.
Yeah.
Buddy, when hot girls, I never get an invite. I never get an invite.
Kota Permai, have you played Kota Permai recently?
I haven't, but I did speak to Mr. Tung recently and trying to arrange to catch up. I just got my second COVID jab, and just completed my 14 days. So now I'm free. I'm free to get out again.
Freedom, finally. Okay, did you get AZ or
Pfizer?
Pfizer. Oh, Pfizer.
Yep. It was. I had to wait because I guess I'll be honest with you. One of the challenges with the vaccine was that Sinovac was the most common one that was available here, but being an Australian, it's not recognized in Australia. It wasn't recognized in Australia up until a couple of weeks ago. So I had to sit back and wait until the Pfizer opportunity came up.
Well, while we're on that topic, you speak Mandarin, right, David?
Sorry?
You speak Mandarin, right?
Yes, I do.
How's your Mandarin these days?
Well, it's got to be rusty because I don't use it every day. But my wife is Malaysian Chinese, so when she gets angry, I I really do remember a lot of things. But no, I get to use it quite a bit, actually. Where I live, my residential compound has got a lot of Malaysian Chinese people living in there. And I go and my next door neighbor, I go and every afternoon have a little Chinese tea session with him. And his wife he speaks English, which is fine. But his wife comes out always to bring us little food, tidbits and things like that. And she doesn't speak English, so we've got to converse in Chinese.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, David, thank you so much for your time. We're going to let you go, but we will stay on because we still got a lot come. But again, great to see you, David. Thanks for your insights. And happy golfing. And I know you're moving house, so happy moving as well.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate the opportunity to come on tonight, and all the best. And look forward to catching up in person pretty soon.
David,
Happy golfing.
David, before you go, quick one in Mandarin. Say thank you, everyone, or something you want to say. I want to see this David Townhand Mandarin.
Yeah.
Bang it, buddy, bang it.
谢谢大家人，再见。
你好吗？
Otherwise, I start singing karaoke songs.
We'll give it
That's
to you.
after the beers. That's after the beers.
We'll catch up for beers soon, David. All right, stay safe.
Take care,
Thanks
guys.
for joining us,
Bye-bye.
buddy. See you soon.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So now, beautiful chit chat with David. A lot of interesting facts throughout the show. Now, the best part for all of you who've been staying to this whole episode is the winner announcement.
Yep. And the winners are
First winner. Drum roll.
Rina Edina
Tan.
Tan. Yes, she got it right. Well
Sequence
done,
correct.
Rina. So she
Hashtag
gets
correct.
the Adidas face mask, the lunchbox,
Lunchbox and
cap.
the cap.
Cool.
Congratulations, Rina Adina Tan. We will get in touch with you very soon for you to collect your prizes from Adidas Golf. Now, winner number 2. Drum roll, please. Faiz Putra.
Whoa, well done, Faiz. Got the answer correct. And yep, we'll be in touch.
And I like his answer because answer number 3, he has a emoticon. He's sure about the answer. He just banged it, but he banged it right. 50% end of plastic waste. Well done, Faiz Putra. We will get in touch with you too. And the third and final winner, we have drum roll.
Try friend. Familiar name.
Yeah.
One of our loyal viewers.
It is one of our viewers. Not your friend, my friend, but it's try friend.
Everybody's friend.
Everyone's friend. All right, so 3 winners,
Yep.
3 sets of prizes. We'll get in touch with you very soon. Right? And for the Adidas bag, guys, don't worry. We have until Friday for this.
Yep.
Right? 1st of October is when this competition cuts off.
Yep.
So all of you still have a chance to try out.
And that's how you can stand a chance to win this amazing golf bag. Simple. 1. Tell us why you like Adidas golf products. 2. What you do personally to help end plastic waste. What you do at home could be on the golf course. So tell us what you do, how you play your part to end plastic waste. So you post your answers in one comment on this thread, on the show thread, on the comment thread. You need to tag 3 of your friends. Tag 3 of your friends. And the closing date is
1st of October.
Friday, 1st of October. So
We'll announce the winner on the
think
1st of
about it.
October.
Okay, and we'll select a winner based on how creative you are.
That's right.
Yep. Okay.
Let your
So-
creative juices flow, guys. Right? Because this bag is worth winning.
Correct.
All right.
Extremely worth winning. I might enter myself. Can I?
No.
Anyway, speaking of creative, we did something pretty creative last week. The Gila Challenge.
We did.
Yep.
We brought back Gila Challenge for season 2. Right? And this was episode 1, the
Yep.
Gila Challenge 1.
And we called it the Guess What?
Guess what? Guess what?
Guess what? Hey guys and gals, we are back with the Gila challenge. As you can see, my partner Sean needs a haircut and a shave very badly.
You and I are going to alternate taking turns to act out a message.
Yep.
And let's see in 1 minute whether you and I can guess what the other person is trying to reenact. Okay, first word. Okay. Shaving. Okay. Shaving your legs. Movies, okay? It's a movie.
Okay. Star Wars.
Okay, 2 words. Hair. Happy fishing? Have fish?
A few moments later.
Fishing.
One eternity later.
Tornado? Hair. Okay, hair. Grey hair. Loose hair. What's that, brother? What's that? Tell me.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. Okay. It's an action. Okay?
Horny. Desire. Salivate. Ogle. Admire.
Drooling, brother.
Drooling.
It's okay, brother. It's okay. You drool over food, I drool over women, okay? Okay, that's how
Yeah,
guess what?
women drool over me.
I like that. Okay, 2 words, okay? Hole in something, hole. Pointing, okay, hole. Hole, okay, second word. First word. Okay. Oh, leather. PVC. Plastic.
Black.
Oh. Okay, last one, bro. I'm going to do a movie, bro.
Okay.
If you don't get this, bro, then something wrong. Okay? Producers, I'm doing my own movie. I'm going to find this movie for Jono. Mana? Ready?
Let's do this.
Saturday Night Fever.
So Jono wins the first comeback. I like it.
Actually, it's, you're helping each other. So,
Yeah.
you win, I win,
We win.
we win.
That's right, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Gila Golfers. See you soon.
That was more like an American werewolf in Petaling Jaya. My God. But thank God you had a haircut.
I had to, buddy. I had to. The producers all made sure that I had a haircut.
Yep.
It's all gone. All gone.
Yeah.
No.
It was fun, and we always have lots of fun doing the Gila challenge. And it's been fun. The whole show's been fun today.
It has been.
We gotta thank David Town.
David Townend, that's right.
Insights, and of course,
Show sponsor,
Adidas Golf.
Adidas Golf.
Thank you for not only for these wonderful fits, but thank you for helping save the world.
That's right. And we really admire the whole direction that they've taken into the sustainability. Right? And we hope you guys, our viewers, have enjoyed season 2, episode 1, named Sustainability.
Correct.
Right.
Thank you for watching. And stay tuned to Gila Golfers News on the next episode 2, on Tuesday, October 12th.
That's right. But guys, hopefully we'll have a chance to win this bag.
Yeah.
Right? So keep those answers coming. 1st of October, Friday, the producer choose the winner. We'll announce it and you guys get to take this beautiful baby back home.
Correct.
Right.
Stay safe, happy golfing, and remember, end plastic waste.
Till the next time, guys. Gila Golfers signing off.